Yo, what's going on? This is another edition of Toxic is the New Masculinity. And we are here joined with my man. To my left, we got KY. We got to my right, we got my guy Bossy. And we got a special guest in the building. We got Miss Shay. Shay, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
We are good. We are good, Shay. We doing well. We are getting ingratiated with you as you have come into the studio ready to go for this show. What was said?
We found out Shay obviously violates you.
Yeah.
First person with a self-parking Mustang. I don't know what it is. I got a Mustang. I'm kind of envious because mine don't self-park.
Well, I told her coming in the door, I said, look, she called me toxic. She was like, you late. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I said, well, you toxic because you back in. And, so.
Oh, that's where that came from.
Yeah,
Okay.
They say when that back in, you got to watch them, KY. I'm just saying.
Maybe she's
And
backing that thing up.
Well,
Sideways.
I can tell this, and, Kendall Gordon was a struggle because she can't stay inside the lines.
Hey, we're not going to be toxic. We're not
gonna be toxic. No, this is love. This is love. This ain't toxic. This is love. We having a good time. Listen, toxic is the new masculinity. It's just a conversation amongst a group of men who we are. Yeah, that's me. You can hear me. It's so good. You got to hear it twice. Well, the thing is, and that happens after 60, because when you hit that age and taking out don't work out for you that good. And with that being said, I got to give a special birthday shout out. I don't think we did a special shout out. I don't think we did a special birthday shout out to our guy KY. He just celebrated his birthday, so make sure y'all put happy birthday in the comments for my guy KY. But it's just a conversation to allow you guys to see that masculinity is not toxic. The title toxic masculinity has been given to us on everything we do as masculine. And I'm saying, if you give us a little bit of time and you hear us out, you might not all the way agree, but you'll see, okay, they do have a point. Whether you like it or not, or whether you agree with it or not, it's not something that's a toxic thing. Yes, there are people who operate in toxicity, whether it's masculinity and femininity. But that's not what this show is about. And I, again, want to welcome my special guest, Miss Shay. Shay,
yes.
Born in Dallas, Texas,
yes.
Right here, hometown, homegrown. I can appreciate that.
See the Rudies?
Huh? Hey, listen, you from Dallas? You Rudies?
Okay.
Listen, so we had a topic, and so we wanted to get into it, and that was the signal for to the phone. Boss. When I tapped the phone, Boss looked at me like, "Why you tapping my phone?"
Look, I'm like, who calling?
So I want to read it off to make sure I get it right. It says, independent women are not afraid to live without a man. They are mostly afraid to live without a job. So this was something. Listen, a lot of times we store stuff on social media and we just see things and we, think that it'd be a good conversation. And when we talk about independence and we're talking about people and how they operate, and a lot of times independence, when we talk about independence, it's usually associated with a woman, right? Because men never walk around and say, I'm independent.
I don't think I've ever heard a brother say that.
Because it's stupid to say.
Yeah, I'm an independent man. Yeah.
It's a dumb thing to say.
I've heard how value man, how worth man, you know what I mean?
But independent.
I've never heard I'm independent. I've never heard that.
Okay. So do you consider yourself an independent woman, Shay?
I can be.
Okay. So that means that you are or you're not.
I can be. There is no right or wrong answer.
You turn on and turn off?
Correct.
Okay.
You get it.
So you independent when it's advantage
so
to you?
She sounds indecisive.
No, it's not indecisive. Just go with me.
Okay.
Just go with me.
I want to hear this.
You
I'm all in.
Oh, I thought you was about to explain it.
No.
Oh, okay.
That was a question, and I answered that question.
I got
ready
you.
for the next
Oh,
question.
okay. All right. Well, listen. This is.
I told y'all didn't want to miss this show. This is gonna be hot. If you don't come in on this show, oh, you sleep.
Yeah. All right. So she said she can't be. So when can you be independent?
Whenever I feel.
Is it certain situations that bring on independence and others that are not?
I think there are certain situations for everybody in life that force you to be independent, whether you want to be or not.
Mm-hmm.
So what would be an example? Give me an example of what would force a woman to be independent.
It just depends on the situation. So if there is a situation where a woman is left to be a single mom, then she's forced to be independent. She has to do everything, for herself.
All right, so let me pause here for a minute to make sure that I'm understanding correctly, right?
Okay.
So when we say independent, are we talking in general or specifically relationships? And when I mean relationships, I know being a mother's relationship,
Mhm.
obviously, but like
Most of the time,
relationship-
independent. Most time, the title, and we can specify how we decide. But most of the time, independent woman usually means I do not have a man telling me what to do. I do what I want to do. Right? They say I got my
and
own
they'll be
money, I
akin to
got my
like,
own car,
yeah, I don't need a man.
I don't need a
There
man.
you
Yeah,
go. That's what
basically,
I'm
I don't
yeah,
I don't I
a
don't
man.
need a man, right?
Right. Okay.
And so that's usually how it's taken. And I don't know if anybody have any other different
I think that
ways
yeah.
you've seen it or heard it said, but that's usually what it is. I don't need a man. I'm an independent woman.
Okay, so I thought we were talking about the singular word independent because Google says the definition of independent means free from outside control, not depending on
One
another's authority.
authority.
That's
Yeah.
independent within
Right.
itself.
And I would even say you're absolutely right. But I think in terms of the way we explain it and from where we received it from women, I literally think that's what they mean. And that's what I don't need a man. I don't want a man. I can do well on my own. That is very akin to what you just read.
Is that a problem?
I mean, the problem with me, I'm just defining it.
I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
No, for me, no. I don't, because I mean, for me, and I had this
think-
conversation before.
think
I
it
don't.
creates a problem.
No, I think it create a problem. But for me, I don't date a woman who classifies herself as independent. I don't. That's. I mean, she want to do that. That's
So-
cool, but it just won't work for me.
You'd rather have someone that's codependent.
No, not at all.
No, it's
That's
a
not,
team
that's
player.
not what I said.
A
Yeah.
team player, not
Yeah.
codependent.
I didn't get that from him.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm
Well,
hearing
if you
it
want me
from
to,
but
if
I
you want me to
didn't- you can
clarify that,
elaborate
yeah.
on it.
well,
Yes.
So I'm married, right? I'm
Correct.
married, right?
Okay.
I am going to, me and my wife, I said, we look at this as a corporation, right? There are things that through communication, I'm going to depend on her for, same as she do for me. It don't have to be money or anything like that. But when you're in a marriage, like I said, it's a corporation. There's no CEO on the planet, none in the planet, no good one, no good leader that doesn't get collaboration from the team he surrounds himself with.
Of course.
No, so that's exactly what I mean. I want a woman to sit there and want to share ideas with me and share. We talk, we conversate, we make a decision, right? Now, and see, I have a different view of authority, right? Because basically, authority simply means, maybe like I boss her around or anything like that. If she comes to me, she has already made a decision that she trusts me with the decision if we have a difference of opinion.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Because somebody has, doesn't mean superiority. A lot of people mix those two together. That because I'm in charge, that means you are inferior to me. That is not what not what authority means. Matter of fact, you ever worked for somebody?
Correct. I have.
You have? All right, you've had a boss, right?
Yes.
So your boss had an authority in that realm, you would say, right? It was he was the decision maker, so to speak, right?
She was.
She was. All right. Would you say she was better than you?
No.
Exactly. That's my point. So authority does not mean that somebody is, or even submission. Submission, it means you agree to, hey, I have done enough, or we have done enough together where I trust you to lead.
So-
Go ahead.
So let me ask you this question. So
Mhm.
so do you think anything or anyone that is not independent is codependent?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I was really getting into what you were saying
Mhm.
because you speak with such passion.
Oh, for sure.
But-
I love the hell out of my wife.
No, and as you should, but not one time did I hear you mention her having her own independence in any aspect of your relationship.
Because we're not independent.
So
We're not everything we're a couple. There is nothing my wife can say or I say. Now I'm just gonna stop saying my wife. I'm gonna say this. Because we're a couple, whatever either one of us does affects the other person. There's like, what could my wife do that doesn't affect me in any kind of way, or vice versa? Even me doing this show, she's not here. She's not here. She's not present. But any way I carry myself in the show reflects on her. So there's in no fashion form that she could have her own thing. But even in operating her own thing, it affects us as a unit.
So it's got to come past you.
It don't have to come back. That's not what I said.
But that's what it's giving.
No, it's
But
not
see,
giving
so
that.
so
It's
so
not-
so, here's the thing.
Did you get that?
But here's the thing.
Yeah, nah,
Here's the thing. There is an opportunity for your wife to do something without
Mhm.
talking to you.
100%.
There's a way. Because she decided to have McDonald's today instead of Burger King. She don't have to talk to me. She don't have to talk to me about that, because that's not a life decision, right?
Exactly.
The thing is that when you say independent, he said he does not date nor engage with anybody who says they're independent, and you said you never talked about her independence. Well, the thing is that definition of independent was not under one's authority, and if you're married under the Bible, she is under my authority,
which is what I was explaining what authority is.
So let me dive into this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me dive into this, because and if I'm hearing you correctly, you can correct me after I say this. You said she didn't have any independence. You ever play a team sport?
Yes.
Were y'all trying to achieve the same goal?
Yes.
Were y'all yet independent?
Yes.
The common thing was the goal to win together.
Mm-hmm.
You're operating in independence, but you're on the same team. So when you start acting out, and I don't know what sports you played, you had individuals. Now you got an individual that acting out on their own. Mm-hmm. That's when the problem
and right, the goal will crumble.
Yeah.
Right, you put y'all. I don't know why. If there's Cowboy fans in here, I don't know why. But since we're in Dallas, I know we doing boss. Yeah. So that is the authority, the leader of the office, right? He is. Could you imagine if CD Lamb decided two things? One, CD said, "I'm a much better player than Dak," and I would agree he is. But CD said, "I'm so much greater. I feel I should play quarterback." Immediately, the team goal is in jeopardy because CD is out of order. He's out of position. All right? He's out. Even worse, if Dak tells CD or says, "Okay, CD, this is our goal for us to score a touchdown. Here's my idea to do it." CD decides, "No, I'm going to run a different route." In mid-communication, that's a problem. Now, he could be all independent he wants, but if he's not aligned with the overall goal and structure of the team, that's going to be a problem. Same thing, if CD runs the right route and Dak decides, "I don't want to throw it to you," that's a problem. Mm-hmm. So that's how I say, if a woman decides, "Hey, I don't need a man, I don't want a man," that's cool. She's not for me.
And I wanted to, before you jump in, Shay, I wanted to read Kevin Hill's comment. He said, "Co-equal, only subordinate in role. One has a role to lead and another to support that leadership."
Right. Exactly.
Do you agree or disagree with that statement?
I somewhat agree.
Okay. So what part do you not disagree with?
If you don't mind, before it slips my mind, I want to go back here.
Let's go.
And then put Kevin on pause.
Okay. You on pause, Kevin?
We're coming back.
She's in the
push the 2-line button.
We're just playing.
No, we're good. We're having fun.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah.
What is your fear?
I don't have one. What don't fear for?
You say you don't have one, but everything.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Are you talking about my relationship or something else?
No. I'm just talking about your comment, your whole sermon about your relationship and your wife's independence, or what I feel is a lack thereof based on what you said. Mm-hmm. But what is your fear? There is a fear that you project even when you speak. It's in your body language. It's in your tone. It's in everything. What is your fear?
I think you confusing fear with passion.
I know the difference between the two. But
okay, if you know the difference between the two, I can answer your question because I don't have a fear. I really can't relate to what you're asking.
Okay, so going back to you not wanting to be around or date or marry a woman that says she's.
I said I wouldn't date.
Okay, what's the fear?
That's not that. Okay, saying that one, there is none. So I'm saying that's not the woman for me. Yeah, that's not the woman for. To me, it's no different than you've heard me say this before. There are women who like men. Hey, I gotta have a man that's making X amount of dollars. If that's what you want, that's cool. That's your preference. I want a man who's tall. I want a man who's short. I want a black dude. I'm the same way. If a woman says, "Well, I'm an independent woman," cool, strong too. That's not the woman for me. I didn't say nothing was wrong. She's just not the woman for me.
So it doesn't make you feel inferior or anything like that.
Why would it?
I'm just asking.
Well, you know what?
I'm asking you. Why would it?
I'm not answering the question from him. If I had to answer that question, it would be like, why would I go get a ball call to be on my team? And when I want to win, we playing 2-on-2 tournament, and he's shooting off. Why would I go get him?
Yeah, so the two couldn't become one.
No, because you got a person acting outside.
So-
their own.
So when you got married, you're telling me that you came into that
Interview
thing just
boss.
whole. You came into that thing whole. You didn't have any flaws. You were already just the
Nope.
perfect man. So there was
I didn't
no
say none of
room
that.
for the two to become one.
I didn't say none of that.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, no.
What
I
about
am
you?
imperfect.
Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm divorced. I'm divorced. I'm divorced.
Okay, I got you.
So
That's a long story.
That's fine. We ain't into it. That's fine. Go ahead. No, it's fine. Because now you like, no, I
no.
don't.
I'm saying, where you trying to go with this?
No.
Yeah,
It was the same question that I had for him. And I just wanted to know if you were in a
so in a relationship base, am I in a relationship? I'm in a relationship. Okay, let's go.
Okay. So is your woman independent or your partner independent?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And not independent in a role saying she acts outside of the team. She acts inside of the team.
While yet being independent.
Yes, absolutely.
So that can
If-
exist, but you asked me that question earlier.
No. Let's back up.
Okay.
You can be if you're on a team,
Mhm.
if he's a guard, he's acting as a guard.
Mhm.
If I'm the quarterback, I'm acting as the quarterback.
Mhm.
But see, let's back this thing up. We're playing on words. When I say independent, you're saying I have my independence. If I'm the guard, I don't want to play guard there. I want to be the tackle. No, I don't want to play the tackle there. I want to be the quarterback.
That's probably what you said, because you're free from any authority. You're generally
Yeah,
free
so
from
you're
any
so
authority.
you're not
So you
playing
don't have
with
to
inside the
follow,
ram.
yeah. You don't have to
So the
follow.
relationship is because you want to do what you want to do, but you don't go to work and do what you want to do.
I have a question to ask her when you get
Go
finished.
ahead.
I have a, so I said something earlier, and I'll pose this question to you.
Mhm.
If a woman is independent, at least from the definition that I'm understanding, if a woman is independent and free from any authority, and you're in a relationship, what happens if there is a difference of opinion?
You talk about it. You
Okay.
have the conversation.
And you talk and you have a difference of opinion. A decision has to be made and you have a difference of opinion. What
And
happens?
Right. The two become one. It goes back to that. You
Okay.
have the you have the necessary conversation.
All right, so at some point, the two have to agree somewhere.
Or agree to disagree.
Right, but a decision has to be made. Okay, let's just say this. Let's say independent woman and man have a child,
Mhm.
right? They want to decide on where she goes to college. Okay?
Are these people married? Or they just
Okay, they're married.
Okay.
Okay? They decide they want their child got to go to college.
Okay.
Both of them wants the child to go to their alma mater.
Okay.
All right. At what point, like, does the child just sit there and wait to go to school?
Wait. Let me stop you right there, because I can see where the holes can be punched in that argument.
Mhm.
Because now you're talking about an adult
I
making
was
a
getting
decision.
ready to.
What?
You're talking about an adult going to college.
Well, okay.
And whether or not you want them to go to
Let me say
alma
this. Let me say this. Let me say this.
Go back
Let
to
me say
elementary.
this. Let me say this. Yeah. Let me say this.
Yeah.
The school wasn't really the focus of
I
my
understand,
issue.
but
I'm just
hosts
making
be
it simple.
poked in your argument.
That's fine.
So
Where do you want the
elementary-
child to be? Just make it
elementary
elementary school.
that child don't have a decision on
Okay.
that.
I have a question. What
But
is
Hold on, let me
let's
finish.
let's
Let me finish. So remove the college, elementary school, right? One parent teaches at one teaches at the other, right? Explain to me how the child winds up in one or other of those schools. Like, where's the decision made where the child goes?
I'm not in that relationship, so I can't say.
That's an easy out.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's an easy
But-
out,
Yeah,
because
very
a lot
much
of times
so.
when we have conversations with ladies, they personalize it so much to bring themselves out. So
Mhm.
And it's not an easy out. But going back to this submission that you guys mentioned earlier and being under authority, and we've already established that in this here scenario that these people are married. So they must have trusted one another. The woman had to trust the man and say, okay, I will submit to you and be up under your authority.
And
So
that's what I said
already-
earlier, right?
That's
Okay,
already
just go ahead.
established.
Right.
So you're asking about a child. That's a conversation. They've already passed step 1, 2, and 3. They've got to talk that thing out.
I got, but now, so answer the question. They're together. They're talking the thing out. At
Mhm.
some point, a decision has to be made.
Who
In
makes
your
the final
scenario,
call?
how is the decision made? They both are on opposite ends of the spectrum. How's the decision made?
I'm not going to sit here and say the man makes the decision or the wife makes the decision. Somebody has to make the decision, and
Right,
the
and
decision has to be made.
And it would be whoever, whatever scenario, who's ever in authority. So by definition of that scenario, right,
Go ahead and say
there has to be some dependence, or you can't be independent if you're not under authority.
Go ahead and say it. So
I
who
just
makes the-
did.
Who makes the decision? You didn't say it. Say it.
I did. I just did. I said who's
You
ever in
did.
Listen,
authority.
No,
I didn't.
I'll say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The man has the final say so.
I got it. Okay.
So let me ask you this.
And I was saying, hold up, please, because I want to be clear. I didn't dance around the situation. I said to a man and a woman. Now, if you ask me mine, it's me.
Oh, I already know that.
Oh,
I picked
okay.
that up when you walked in the door.
Yeah, all right,
So
but-
I picked that up.
But no, hold up, whoa, don't get it twisted.
No.
No, let me be clear. This is not one of those. I tell my wife jump and say how high. It's not that at all.
Lies.
It is not.
Because you're doing it to me. You've talked over me 3 times already, but I've let you make it. But
Okay.
you keep saying no twisted, and let's be clear. Now, I
I'm
thought we were here to have
I'm not
fun.
talking. I'm not talking. No, you can speak any way you
No,
want.
no,
I have no authority
You
over you.
have talked openly. You've spoken
I know, I may
twice,
be
but
lied.
it's okay. It's all in love.
See, here we go.
Hey, hold on.
Lord have mercy.
Hold on. Let me grab some of this conversation.
Grab it.
Look, hey,
Grab it.
what did I tell
Grab
you?
it.
What did I tell you? Give her 5 minutes, and it'll go from conversation to insult. Didn't I tell you that?
Hey,
It's
How many
not
times?
insult.
How many times we had
but hold on. Let me grab some of this.
Okay, okay, well.
Let me grab some of this.
Drink
So,
your water.
so let me ask you this. Let me get your attention here. So, what's your biblical role? I mean, are you a Christian? You know, what's your belief?
I
status?
am.
Okay, all right. So,
Yes, I believe in Jesus Christ.
so
Absolutely.
you practice Christianity. I should ask that.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, what are under biblical circumstances? How do the roles play out?
The man is the head. I am to submit. Okay? Leave and cleave. When you get married, you leave and you cleave. So,
Okay, but I'm gonna ask you this question one more time.
Okay,
And it's
ask
okay. It's okay if you don't know because I'm not trapping you or anything.
you're not going to trap me.
Okay.
I have the keys.
Okay. So, what are the roles biblically that's to be played in a household of a marriage?
And I just told you, the man is the head,
Okay.
biblically.
And then the woman
Is the what? She's the helpmate.
and okay, who's over the man?
God.
Okay.
He's
So,
supposed to submit to God.
so
That's the order.
are you submitting to the man or are you submitting to Jesus?
Both.
Okay.
The word comes from above.
So if you have a man that's following Jesus,
Who's following Jesus? Put a pin in that.
because Jesus is over him.
Correct.
So he leads his household according to the word.
He's supposed to.
No, ain't no supposed to. We're talking about a biblical man who's leading his house. So let's leave these trick words out and let's go right here. And we're gonna walk with me
I'm
before you
going to
go
walk
there.
with you, but I'm going to stop you right now so that we don't have to revisit this.
Okay.
I'm not using trick words, but when you speak to me, I'm trying to follow you. So
Okay.
I'm a person of words.
Okay, so we're gonna stay
So
on track.
this scenario, we're
Right,
talking
right,
about
right.
a
So,
biblical household.
Because I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to the whole audience.
I
So I'm
got
trying to bring something out.
Go ahead.
So, because a lot of times we start with man and woman. And the problem is you got a woman who's trying to follow a man who's not following Jesus.
Right.
And then when it doesn't work out, this man right here, but did you do just like a man, I have to do my homework,
Mhm.
who I'm gonna choose.
Right.
Because I get to choose. That's one thing about men. We get to choose who we marry. You don't get to do that. So no, you don't.
No.
Okay.
No. I guess we're going to revisit that.
I
What are
agree,
you
I
saying?
agree with you.
No.
No.
Let me tell you something.
Uh-uh.
I get to choose who I marry.
As we do too.
Yeah, she
Well,
does.
I'm just saying, for a man finds a wife finds a good thing. Doesn't say anything about a woman finds a man and she finds
Okay,
a
wait.
good thing.
Hold
You
on.
said, hold up, yeah, because you said, I need to make this thing. Are you using choose in the same vein as?
I'm saying it's like this, okay, and you're probably gonna disagree with me, but this is my point. I'm a football player.
Okay.
I do my homework, you go out there, you look at players, do all this. I determine who I draft. Now when I draft you, it's on me.
Okay. That's business.
But here's the thing. Here's where I think the problem is coming in at.
You're looking at it, but it's the same thing because I still
because no.
All right,
And I'll say this. I say that I think where the problem's coming in at is in the choice of words of saying, I choose you, you don't get a chance to choose me, because then that means that's a forced marriage.
Right.
And you can't say I choose you, you don't choose me.
Okay, you use a force. I choose who I want to date.
But what if she don't choose you?
But that's right.
Then I'm not saying she has to.
Because that's the way it sounded to us.
Okay,
Being
I'm just
honest.
saying I get to choose.
Yeah.
But
So does she.
Right. I'm not saying you finna be my wife. Get your purse, let's go.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about I have the opportunity. Hey, I can date you.
All right, but we misunderstood. It just seemed like
I can date you.
All right.
But I get to determine, say, hey, you know what? Will you marry me?
Well, sweetheart, you didn't lead with that. Next time, lead with that.
Okay, well, I didn't know I'm breaking down elementary. I know how to break down elementary. I'm breaking down
I hate to agree with it. No, I'm saying. But no, I'm just saying I didn't receive it that way. He's
like, I can choose you. You don't choose me. Now, come on.
I don't know what y'all been. This ain't caveman. Where I hit you with a stick and go. But I do.
You have to admit, we've been in a disagreement for most of the night, and we agreed on that.
I don't know how they're going to
Hey, listen, it ain't everybody, KY, because the rest of us don't realize.
So you telling me, did you not choose your wife?
I did.
That's all I'm saying.
And my wife said yes. And when she chose,
she had a choice.
Let's go back to there. Let's go. No, let me help you out. If you go back to the scenario you talked about sports, when you draft somebody, they don't have to come. This ain't the military. They don't have to come to your team.
Right.
That's true.
Matter of fact, you ain't got to go to the military. Muhammad Ali didn't.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go because you're drafted.
Right.
So the thing is to say that I choose you.
Eli Manning wasn't drafted by the Giants.
He was not. So you still have to choose to say, yes, I accept this proposal. So let's reset, because I know you want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
What you are saying is, in the case when a man gets with a woman, he chooses who he wants to have be married to him.
Right.
If she accepts that,
Absolutely.
then they can move forward.
But
everybody knows you gotta accept. I mean,
in some places they don't though. That's what I'm saying. In some places they don't.
Well, where we at now?
Yeah. So
let's act like we here, right?
in America, yeah.
We're in America. Okay, let's act on America. These are the rules we're playing by.
Well,
And I'm just saying.
up right now, so we ain't gonna go there.
I tell you what, go to another country. You come
Hey.
back. You come back. Trust.
if Ava's here, there'll be a sign up. So what's the point? What's the point?
So what I was driving at is stop so much with women and men, and we leave out the biggest focal point. I always say, if you don't put God in the middle of all of this, it's not gonna work. Because I'm not
Nobody's disputing that.
I'm not saying nobody's disputing. I'm just driving my point. I'm just saying it's not gonna work. But every time, if you listen, he said, I gotta be submissive to this man.
But I'm gonna tell you this. There's also a thing that says first natural, then spiritual. And I'm gonna tell you the thing is that.
What is that in the Bible?
Well, I pull it up. But the thing is that, let's say and Shay.
Printing counterfeit money ain't in the Bible, but we know it's wrong.
So let's say, so here's the thing.
No, he said first natural.
First, yeah, because here's the thing. If I go in and I meet Shay, me and Shay have to connect on a natural level before we ever get spiritual. I have to be like, you know what? Are you cool enough? Do I like your conversation? Right. Do you sing like this? And then once we agree, then we can go spiritual. It go, the cross, natural, then spiritual. So the thing is, I'm not gonna come in and be like, God said, Shay, you mine, let's go.
Right now.
Okay,
first natural, then spiritual.
Y'all been very bland with that, because what I'm saying is, and it's cool. You can connect with her naturally if you want to do it. But my first thing, because that's why I asked you that question, because my conversation is going to be different than your conversation. If you're in the world.
So what does that conversation look like? What does that look like?
Well, it's not going to look, because I'm going to be talking from a biblical point of view.
No.
So
what does it look like?
I'm going to go, because I'm diving straight to the Bible.
Oh, I'm asking. What does that look like? Because you said it's going to be different. So we want to know.
Because everything I say.
No.
I'm saying, what is it? I'm telling you. You got to listen now.
Right.
You got to listen.
Okay.
Because everything I'm going to go through, I'm going to line it up with the word. Now, if I go back to this Bible and say, okay, let's line this up. What I'm saying, if it's right or wrong, let's look in this Bible. If it lines up, then you know what? I'm on the right path. All right. Now, you may say, nah, Nah, it's this, because you're gonna lean what feel, and the world will grab you there. I'm not. The world will grab you. You'll say, nah, this is like independent. We where does it say anything about independent in the Bible? But we talk about this subject all the time.
Why?
Why what?
Why give so much energy to a word?
So
Well, I'm not. No. So you're right. Why give so much energy to a word that's not even biblical?
KKY, can I stop you for a second?
Yeah,
Particularly when you going biblically, right? I want to make sure I understand this.
Okay.
You saying line things up with the word,
Right.
right? And I'm trying to connect the dots of when
Go
you
to Proverbs.
saying it.
If you pull up something in Proverbs, I'm hearing you, bro.
I
I'm going
didn't
with
even
your
ask the question. How you hear me?
Because you said. Go ahead. I hear you. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm just trying to when you saying it needs to line up with a word. I may have missed something, but what is the it? What is the it?
Whatever. Every circumstance.
Okay, so
every circumstance you deal with in life is in that Bible.
Cool.
Do we agree on that?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so
what
I'm saying is, listen to me. What I'm saying is, so you agreed on that. So I'm just saying, if it's a disagreement, if it's something that say, hey, are we going the right direction? Are we going this way? You can die. I'll keep you in the book of Proverbs and straighten you up. There's nothing new under the sun.
If they receive it.
There you go, bingo. So that's why I asked you.
I was just waiting for you to hush because I didn't say that.
Hey,
I'm about to leave the three.
Listen, I'm gonna go. Hey, here's the thing. I'm gonna act out. I'm gonna act out. Hey, listen, I'm gonna act out. I'm gonna act out KKY scenario. Let me take this Bible. So Shay, let me make sure I line you up. I don't know if it works that way initially, though. KY is what I'm saying. When she's talking about, we can disagree about, yo, man, the independence and how a person operates in that. But I think what has to happen is when you meet somebody and then you're having a conversation, Bossy already said, if that starts to come out, then we're not going to even go really even further because he sees some things that's not going to line up. You just said that your woman can be independent or she is independent. And I don't know if that's exactly what you meant. But the thing is, I know when we look at it saying, for me, I really believe to go to a point I think he was trying to make about independence. When you said it wasn't in the Bible, the definition is not being under another's authority. Right. I don't think we're ever independent. Exactly. And I don't want a woman who is hollering independence because she's telling me she's not even under God's authority.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the thing is, because if she's,
I didn't mean the word.
So what I'm saying is the reason I don't ever go around and say I'm independent because I'm not. Yeah. Because I have an authority that comes on me. If I step out of line, that's my consequence to bear. But I'm not independent. So when we were talking about the street term independence, Shay corrected us and said, well, what are we talking about this or that? Okay, so if we go by the definition, nobody should ever say they're independent.
100%.
Because now I'm saying, oh, so you operate under no authority. Mm-hmm. So can nobody or nothing tell you what to do? That's a scary person.
It's a play on words and phrases. It just depends on how you use the word. There's an Urban Dictionary, there's the Bible, there's Google. It just depends. But if we're speaking biblically, then of course, if you say I'm independent, then you're right. You're not even submitting to God.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
So I want to ask you something, which is it's an unfair question, right? Because you can't answer for all women. You can't. Okay. All right. But I'm basically going to ask you to do that. But I know you can't, right? But based on your assumption, because that's what it be, what would it be? When women in general say they're independent, do you think they mean basically that? I mean, we're going to say being under the authority of God is a given. Let's just assume it is, all right? So in removing God in that vein, like we're assuming that when they say they're independent, they're talking about men in general. Do you feel that she's basically saying, I'm independent, that I am not, nor do I desire to be under a man's authority?
Man's authority, yes.
Okay.
God's authority, no.
Right. That's what I said. I'm going to assume, because if a woman says she ain't under God's authority, then that's the end of the conversation.
And that's why I said it's a play on words and phrases. There's an Urban Dictionary and there's a Bible.
So I'm going to ask this question again. Why do we even entertain the other two?
What do you mean? What other two?
The Urban Dictionary and the Rebel Dictionary.
Why do we do a lot of shit?
Okay, I mean, I just asked a question.
I can answer that question for
no,
you.
no.
I can answer the question for
I
you.
want to piggyback on what he said.
Yeah.
I want to
Hold
piggyback on what he
on,
said. Let me piggyback on what you're saying.
Okay, I have a simple question. Why would you entertain these two if they hold no weight to this one?
I said that earlier.
And tell me this. Tell me if I'm right or wrong to what you're saying. A lot of times, and I want the audience to hear this, we speak word curses over ourselves.
Yes.
You just said, if it ain't over here, why do we entertain this? If I speak and scream my independence, I'm speaking that over myself,
right,
which would become a self-fulfilling prophecy. See, do you get what I'm saying?
No.
So you're asking, why do we entertain the Urban Dictionary and Webster when it has no weight on the Bible?
Right.
We do know we can speak word curses over ourselves, correct?
Facts.
Okay.
If you keep screaming,
wait, the Bible you mentioned says life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Yeah.
Okay,
So if you keep screaming, I'm independent. I'm independent. I'm
okay, I
independent.
thought you were speaking to me.
No.
Okay.
I'm agreeing. I'm piggybacking.
Okay, I
So
thought
if
you
you
said no. Okay, I got you.
so if you keep screaming that, not you, but if somebody keeps screaming that, it comes to fruition.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is a lot of times is that we have to be conscious and not. We ain't having no Bible study course here, but if we all say that we believe in God, we have to remember that a play on words is still a real word.
Yeah.
Right.
And so sometimes as we are talking about changing everybody's understanding on what we even say or how we do, because again, I'll reiterate this show, Toxic is the New Masculinity, was a play on words because everybody said masculinity was toxic, right? We want to have conversations with people, and we appreciate your conversation today. Just know that we want to have conversations with men and women to where we say, you know what, maybe we got to move a little bit and do a little something different, so that we don't keep having this cycle of all women suck, all men are trash. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's not what this show is about. And so I just wanted to bring home the point that we can understand that you're saying, I don't have a man that I'm under authority of. God, yes. I don't have a man. But if you scream out independent, it has a definition that's associated with it. And it has a meaning that's associated. And sometimes if you keep saying, oh man, I'm stupid.
Yeah. You're gonna start believing that.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think we can have a intellectual conversation to be able to say, you know what? Maybe that's something we need to eradicate a little bit out of the conversation because of what you said. Those definitions in these books don't hold weight to this one. So why even use those?
That is what you said. Believe it wholeheartedly. But why people do it, I think, with the friction of the point is because generally more people often than not want to have control of their lives. They don't want somebody to be able to say, do this, do that, do the other. You opened up that, and I'll stop right here, by basically saying like God is the head and following the Lord. Everything associated with God has an order and an authority.
Right.
All right. And that's a problem for a lot of people. I mean, that's what basically generally is sin. When you go against God, what against God are you going against? His word, his will, his desire.
Right.
Because you want to control your own outcome. So I just wanted to add that.
So what say to it, because I got a question for you, but I want you to say what you're going to say.
No, go ahead. You may want to go because I'm trying to unpack something.
Okay. So my question to you is, when we were talking about independence, and the original statement was a woman is more afraid of living without a job than a man, right? So let's just say man comes into picture.
Okay.
For Shay. Man comes into picture and he presents himself as man. He is man, and he's the type of man you like.
Okay.
Do you have any apprehension with submitting to said man?
Of course.
What is that?
People send their representative. It goes back to what you said, natural and spirit. You've got to test the waters first.
Okay, so the water's tested.
Okay.
Do you still have a problem? You've come
to the conclusion that
he's the one.
Yeah, you've come to. Let's just say.
What's testing the water? Well,
hold on. Just let
getting to know that person.
Yeah.
That's it. It's nothing deep.
Right. No, I'm gonna just define it because
just dating
yeah.
and getting conversating and getting to know
Go
that
ahead.
person.
Yeah, I just want to
Just peeling the layers back.
I
So
got
you've done that. Let's
So
say
we've
you've
done
come
that.
to the
So are we
conclusion.
married now? Or are we
You-
getting to that point?
You're at the altar. The preacher say,
We're at the
"Do you
altar.
submit?"
Of course. If we've gone through all
Okay.
of that, we peeled back the layers.
Well, you
So
say
why-
of course,
why
but there's a
yes.
lot of people that have
I'm
peeled back all the
speaking-
layers
well,
and they haven't.
So and this is what I wanted to unpack. So you get to the altar, you say I do. You're married, and you've been in that marriage for some years now. God, your husband, then there's you. But then somewhere along the way, the husband forgot about God, and he strayed. So now the woman has to pick up the slack that she's been left with.
Whoa.
what?
So
No, let me say what I gotta say on this piece. No, let me say what I gotta say on this. Let me say what I gotta say on this
She
piece.
does- she does-
Hold on.
You
You
can't
can't cut her
I'm gonna
off.
say what I gotta say. No, you let me talk over everybody. Now you want me to be quiet. All right, go ahead.
No, I'm saying
No,
she
go
didn't.
ahead.
She
Go
didn't.
I can remember where I paused.
I got
So
you.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
But I'm
Go ahead.
just saying,
Go ahead.
So the woman is now left to pick up all of the slack, that the man has left her with. I mean, then she becomes independent. So now, say for instance, husband lost a job. Husband goes into deep depression. Can't seem to get over it. So now she's got to take care of herself, the children, and the husband, which she signed up to do. But there's a sense of being independent that comes with that because she has to carry the load. So how do you unpack that? What's burning you over there? What's burning you? What's the problem?
No, y'all go ahead.
I'm just.
No, you had. Now I want to hear what you had to say. Yeah. You can't do that.
I pretty much gotten out what I wanted to get.
I'm independent. I can do this.
But I'm saying that. I'm saying it because I know so many women to this day that say, I now have to be independent because I don't have my partner anymore. I don't have my spouse anymore. They're there, but they're not present.
I'm not going to apologize. I'm going to be bold with what I got to say.
Okay, be.
Because the very thing you just said helped me. I didn't hear, and I say this wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
How many women are Proverbs 31 women?
Not many.
Not one did I hear, and we've seen this in a different format. Not one did I hear you say, I got on my knees for my husband. Not once did I hear you say, hey, we're not going to do this. We going to get this.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I heard was, I got to do this. First of all, I is such a selfish word, and me is such a selfish word.
Okay.
Versus we.
How often do we say that? So would you
It's
feel
a problem.
better?
It's a huge problem.
Would you feel better had I stated that now the woman and God got to get up and take care of business?
Well, I mean,
it could be the woman and God, but I'm just sitting here speaking, having an open conversation.
I got you, and
so
I'm not saying it. I'm saying it for the audience. So
right.
When I speak to you, I'm not speaking directly to you. I'm saying it for the audience. So what I'm saying is so many people think that way. Not just women. It's so many people think that way. Who woke you up this morning? Who woke you up? Was it an alarm clock?
No, it was God. But we're talking about independence, and I feel like you're making it a Bible study. And there's nothing wrong
you know
with
what?
a Bible study.
And you can make that, but I'm gonna stand on what I stand on.
You can stand on that.
But what I'm saying is, for the audience's sake, is we're talking about a husband and a helpmate. We go back to that. So we talked about that earlier. What happened to my helpmate? If my boy sitting up here, man, say, bro, I lost my job. I say, bro, you're not finna do this. We finna get up. We finna make this happen.
Let me take this one.
Go ahead, baby.
That's it.
Go ahead.
So I can't speak on what you understood, right? But I did make some assumptions in what she said. Now, in that, just tell me if I misunderstood you.
Okay.
The way I received what she said was pretty much that, and she didn't say it, but the way I received it was those options you gave, praying and all that, were exhausted, because that does happen. That does happen. Women pray, beg, whatever, and those options are exhausted. Would that be fair to say? Am I assuming the right
That's what
thing?
I'm trying to say. He checked out completely.
Okay.
So
yeah,
she's left.
Yeah. So she's saying, and
you don't get that? You don't think that can happen? Because I can tell by the and the step of the water that you don't feel that can happen.
Now, here there are reasons that can happen, but you can't deny her that does happen.
Or anything.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
She say, I mean, it's what she
No,
thinks.
no, yeah.
I want
and it's real what she thinks.
I want your opinion.
Yeah, so
I'm
it's
actually
real.
asking. I don't ask often, but I'm asking for your
I'm
opinion.
just saying it's an A and B. Okay, I'm gonna put it this way: you get more with honey than you do with vinegar.
I have to.
You agree with that?
I agree.
Okay, so which one tastes more sweeter than the other?
It depends on what you add to it.
No,
Yeah,
it's a simple question. Which one?
It's not a simple question.
Okay, then we won't go on.
All right.
Okay.
So hey, we got a question from the audience. Kevin Hill said in Genesis 3, Adam did not cover his wife. He did not lead. He ate and fell. As Adam is the one who got the word to cover his wife, men in position allow women to be in position.
You know this mine.
Please,
You
I
know this mine.
I got to let you have
You know
it.
this
Go
mine.
for it. Go for it.
Kevin, let me put on my Bible hat for you, my brother, right? To please explain this.
I was having a Bible study. No, you know what? I'm feeling a shade on
No, please let me explain this and just cut me off at 5 minutes. Kevin,
that's a long time.
Kevin, respectfully, my brother, respectfully, you could not be any wronger. And let me explain this to you, right? Please, forgive me. And I said respectfully, right? Yeah, I said that colloquially. Let me explain it to you, right? My brother, if you get a chance, right, read Psalms chapter 8 to understand how God viewed men and women when he made them, right? God viewed man and women and gave them both authority to have dominion over the word, because that's what he said. Understand in Hebrew culture, right? You name something that comes under your authority. That's why God named John. That's why God named Christ. That's why God changed Abram's name to Abraham, right? When you come under authority in Hebrew culture, you change someone's name, all right? When Eve gave Adam the apple, Adam was not in charge.
Nope.
He was not.
Nope.
He was not. You will see that because if Adam was in charge, Eve was cursed for falling out of line with God's word. Because in the next chapter, when God tells her, I'm removing your authority because your desire will now, because you've been demoted in position, your desire will always be for your husband's position. In the very following chapter, Adam calls her Eve. Before that, she was named woman. She was given an identity by Adam. She was not under his authority until she fell. So my brother, I apologize because I hear that a lot. When people say, well, the reason what happened was Eve was under Adam's covering, and that did not happen.
Order was not set until after that.
Right.
Y'all stay tuned. Kevin finna come.
He can come. I'm just telling you the word.
Come on, bro.
I'm telling you the word.
Kevin finna come. Everybody stay tuned. That's all I'm saying. Put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on.
So, and I know Kevin's gonna appreciate you in the comment, Kevin. And as a matter of fact, anybody that's out there is watching, please make sure you jump in our comments because we're trying to get as many of them up as possible. And so the thing is that, and I was asking Shay a question earlier about, this guy she has determined this is the guy you go through, and now you have the marriage because you're in the marriage. He has not fallen into the abyss. Okay. He is who he is and standing under God.
Okay.
Do you have an issue at all with submitting to that man?
No.
Okay. Because the reason I ask is because there are times when the man is in place, right, and there's still an issue about that submission, right? There's ladies who even at the aisle say, I'm not even saying that. Like there even to the point to where I have decided as the woman that I'm going to marry this man. The pastor say, obey, submit, and they're like, no. And so I'm always wondering, you trust him to save your life if you're in danger, but you don't trust his word. You don't trust to give him, hey, you know what? If we have an impasse and we got left or right, and we got to make a decision, you don't say, you know what? If you know he's listening, because that's another thing, and I want guys to understand this. Our job, and Keith says this all the time, is to take in the information that is brought, right? I even tell my wife, I said, I understand how hard your position is, because sometimes you can see me going the way that you say, that's not quite right. I said, even if I don't move right then when you want me to, understand when you talk, I still got to listen. I have to hear that. When I hear it, my eyes become more open. And I say, yeah, I can kind of see what she's saying, but let me try something. But I'm still hearing you. So the wife's job, believe it or not, she has to keep talking. Not nagging, she has to keep talking. Hey, babe, I'm just saying, watch out. I'm not good to get a feeling about this. I know you said this. That person don't mean you no good. Because guess what? If you got a man who loves you and he trusts you, he's hearing you. All a lot of times the man is asking is, can you trust me even if you disagree, to say, hey, I think we should go left, but if you want to go right, we're going to go right. And I got your back. That's all we're asking. Because the thing is, if he has presented, this is why we should go right. This, and this is the plan. She's presented, well, what about this? What about this? Well, if this happens, this, if this happens, this. What other reason do we have? Then to not be able to have our word be the one if we're the head, because all heads have the final say so.
Yeah.
Even in sports, assistant coach says, and I hate to take up so much time, I'm sorry. If in sports, if Bossy is the assistant coach and he says, hey, I think we should run this play. And I look at the play and I say, okay, who spoke last? I did. I had the final say. If Bossy play doesn't work, I don't go to the podium after the game and say that was him.
Right.
That's poor leadership.
It's me.
Yeah.
Because I had the final say.
Right.
The media says he had the final say. And I'm going to tell you what, the boss of the team says, I hired you as the head coach. I don't care what Bossy said. That's what we're saying. We have authority. And if we're following under God, can we get that respect? Because men live on their respect. And I'm sorry, I said so much.
If you're following under God, that's the key phrase. Some men start following under God's leadership, but then they fall off.
Or
What
I
happened
put
in-
words in my, or they pretend to. And
Yes,
I got
the representative again.
I got you.
The representative.
I got
What-
you.
what-
And I can't deny it.
Okay,
That's
But,
facts.
and I'm not gonna put any words in your mouth. But what happens in the fall off period? I mean, I'm talking about where's my helpmate in the fall off period? Because I don't think you just. So there's a process in there.
You keep bringing up the word help me.
Right.
And I get it, because that's the way God designed it. So I get it. And that's what the woman is, that's what the husband is. But you're putting a lot of weight on that word helpmate. A helpmate is still human. Okay. So
And the husband's still human.
husband, he's still human, but we're speaking biblically.
Right.
He's supposed to be biblically sound and following under God. But I'm saying, what happens when he falls off? That's when the woman becomes labeled as toxic, because her confidence and her ability to lead her family and to take over is confused with arrogance, or her just being toxic, or her just being independent.
When you say fall off, are you saying like
I'm-
he's a zombie or something?
Yeah,
No, when I say fall off, like he starts
He's
off.
failed, all right? Failed. And
Yeah,
he failed.
he starts off
I got
following
you.
God, leading the family. Hey, we're going to church every Sunday. I'm doing this for my wife. I'm doing that for the children. I'm taking care of the house. We're a team. We're one. And then
This is that part where we're speaking two different languages, but it's cool.
what
So-
is
so-
it?
Can I give what I think is an example?
Go, because I want
And
to
I-
read Kevin Hill's break.
Right.
He back?
Yeah, he back.
back.
Oh yeah.
Kevin.
Oh yeah. Kevin's back. No, don't read it. You just
No,
talk.
I already read it.
Oh.
I already read it, right? And I don't think you want me to respond, but I already read it.
What language
But-
do you speak?
But I think a good example I'll give in somebody's public, Jamal Bryant. He was a leader and a man of the word. Obviously, there were how do I say it? Situations
that occurred.
that
Yeah.
did not fall in line with his commitment to his wife. Right? Now, I don't know what his wife did. Like, meaning, like, as far as covering and praying, that's what I said. I don't know. Right? But if that was a behavior and you just, let's deem him incorrigible, like unchangeable, right? What would you anticipate the wife to do? And I'm literally asking. I don't have an answer. I'm
Well, I know
asking
the
you.
story, so I couldn't answer that.
Well, you don't know. You know Jamal.
It's
Okay.
public. He
Yeah.
cheated.
Several times.
Yeah.
Or with
Okay,
several
okay.
women.
with
Okay.
baby.
And
All
even
right.
after his wife, he cheated. Yeah. So
Okay,
and he's a very well known pastor.
Okay.
A
All
human
right.
pastor.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what's your
Now we
question?
don't condone what he did. No, I'm saying in her example, it seems like, if I may say, it seems like the example she's given is trying to let you know how a man of God
Yeah.
has truly failed or going a way that's not godly
Okay.
repeatedly.
Okay.
So at some point she's saying, and I'm saying, I'm trying to interpret what she's saying. At some point, she does not see the woman that path of repentance is going to happen.
And that's why I said,
Is that safe to say?
It is.
and
Yeah.
I will talk a different language on this, so
Okay.
that's why I said I'm not going to touch
But I don't want you to feel that way. We're here to open up, and I know
Yeah,
you
we
can
trying
do
to
it in
learn,
30
so
seconds
school,
or
go ahead,
less.
school
I
is
know.
fine.
I feel you can do it. I feel that you can.
That's great encouragement, Shay. I like that. I like that. Take notes out there, people. That's how you encourage people to do stuff.
Memphis, stay in the corner over there. Stay in the corner, Memphis. Stay over there.
Stay
Stay over there.
there.
But all I'm saying is, it's weird how you can say this, whoever this guy is, he cheated 7 times, and we'll nail him to the cross. Now, I don't know the whole scenario of the situation, but I know a dude named Saul came to Paul who was killing Christians.
Yeah.
But he repented.
No, wait, what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, well, before that,
Yeah. But he
was
repented.
and I don't know if this guy, you don't know, I don't know, we don't know is this guy repentant?
So
I'm just going off.
So okay, what's the point though?
Yeah,
My
okay.
point is, we're quick to make one sin bigger than the next sin. You know, oh, well, he did this. Well, he killed somebody. He cheated on his wife. He slaps, you know. Let me see if something's up. On our form here, as we walk, we always put levels on it, and there's no level on it.
So basically, and I would think what you're trying to say. This is also key. If he cheated on his wife,
yeah,
but in that relationship,
yeah,
she was disrespectful when he was quote unquote following God. She got out of line. She got out of order. She did what she did.
Right.
She did all of the stuff that can be, if sin is sin, can be that. But you're saying that when we see that he cheated, we nail him to the cross and we don't talk about
check off, yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought you would say. Yeah.
For every action, there's a reaction. So
Okay.
What caused the action? Like, you know, if we go a little deeper,
If anything,
right?
what caused it?
But
Yeah.
I can't say because I wasn't in that
I mean,
household.
we're off kilter anyway, because my point was not that.
Well, you asked me. I get
That's fine, and you went 48 seconds, but it's okay. That wasn't the point that I was trying to make. I was simply asking. You mentioned helpmate, and you keep saying helpmate.
Right.
But I'm asking, and the question still has not been answered
What's
by the
your
three.
question?
What happens to the woman? Can you only imagine?
Okay, I can answer. Let me answer.
Okay.
All right. So the thing is, you asking what happens to the woman when the man falls off, right?
The godly man.
The godly man falls off. Okay, since we are all flawed,
Yes,
then people falling off happens all the time.
of course.
And I'm not answering the question with a question, but if I were to, I would say, well, what happened when the woman falls off? Is it okay for him to go out and do whatever he wants to do? No, it's not, because his covenant is with her and with God. And so the thing is that once he falls off and she goes through and says, okay, well, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. The question that I think he was asking also was, does she tarry in that position to say, you know what? A sanctified woman sanctifies a husband. And what I'm going to do is make sure that I'm going to help my husband get back to, I might have some long suffering because that's in the Bible and all that other stuff. Am I going to do that? Or am I going to automatically assume that I'm leading the family and take over and become independent? Because he was never independent when he was leading the family. How did she become independent now that she's leading the family?
So what if she's left high and dry?
So she's left
high and dry.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think she's talking about.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You can speak for yourself, obviously. the way I received it, and again, tell me if I'm wrong, the way I received this, her example is basically like he has left his position.
Okay, y'all two.
So she pretty much.
I
No, I mean, am I wrong?
If he left his
That's what
position,
I meant when I said fell off.
if he's left his position and he said, I don't even want to work this position no more.
What is she to do?
Well, that's
She's to do what she's supposed to do
abandoned the
now.
home. Now that's a total. I didn't hear the word.
That's what I received.
I
Okay,
never
well,
got
y'all two got y'all in each other's head. I don't know. But
you
I
live all the
didn't
way
hear
to
that.
Memphis, so I don't even
I don't know what y'all on, but whatever it is.
Hey,
No, I just heard what she.
listen.
No, I was listening
31
to
minutes
it.
ago.
Yeah, I was
Hey,
listening to it.
Hey,
That's
listen,
why-
let's get ready to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, I know.
But
I do got to comment to Kevin. I'm gonna give him. I just
Kevin's
say,
back?
yeah, but no, Kevin, my man, as you can see, it, shop put it out quickly.
Shay.
I'm Shay. I am so sorry. I'm a very passionate man. I'm from Philadelphia. We just talk loud, bro. So no, I didn't expect. I wasn't saying you were being argumentative, man. I appreciate your humility. I appreciate you saying you try to learn. I even appreciate you disagree with me. That's fine. So my bad, dude. I just get really passionate. Monday night, we play the Packers. You know, you come in, you see what I mean by being passionate.
so out of this conversation, Shay, I want to, we were just initially talking about independence and independent women and things like that. If you wanted to leave us with anything and how you saw, maybe we saw it wrong, what would that be?
I think that the word independent within itself it's just a word. I wish that we would stop judging one another. And I wish that women would stop labeling themselves because, as you stated earlier, words have power. Because if you keep walking around saying, oh, I'm independent, I'm this, I'm that, honestly, a lot of times that comes from hurt, betrayal, things that have happened in the past.
Mhm.
What led to that independent state or that independent state of mind? There's a backstory. There's always a backstory.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't take time to figure out what the backstory is. We really don't care. So it's easy to just label someone as toxic or just, oh, they say they're independent, so they're independent. But that's what's wrong with the world. I feel that each one should reach one. And if you have a close friend or relative that is constantly using that word, I'd say dig deeper because there's definitely a story behind it.
I love it. And, and so I always, especially when we have ladies on, I always ask this question. Did you feel heard today? I know we talked over a little bit.
I ain't worried about you.
You eat my KY?
I ain't studying KY. We good.
Y'all keep my name.
You-
Okay, fine.
This is here now.
Listen, I asked that usually because a lot of times these spaces usually not here become combative to the point to where it's like everybody felt like, oh, there's hollering, and we want to always make sure that everybody gets a chance to have their opinion and be able to have a time to get understood. And guess what? Watch this. This show is so great. They started off going back and forth. Next thing you know, Shay and Bossy on the same team. That's what we do right here on Toxic is the New Masculinity. So to my left, we got my man KY. To my right, we got Bossy. And before we get out of here, I wanted to make sure I present this to you, Shay. We have a gift for you. So you survived the Toxic is the Masculinity day. You guys, make sure you stay tuned in, like the page, comment, subscribe, share it out. Please share it out. That's how we keep the algorithm in our favor. And make sure you watch the next edition of Toxic is the New Masculinity.
We gotta get Kevin on there too.
Yeah, Kevin, we got to get y'all there.
Kevin, come on.